All right, everybody. This is Wayde Looker, Ohio Agronomist, and today is another edition of the Golden Harvest Agronomy Minute. This is a corn plant that I pulled out of a plot that we're looking at here today. This is 03R40, and I just wanted to take a moment and walk through a few different things that are happening in the development of this plant. So the first thing that we'll look at is planting depth. So here's our seed located right here, and if we measure from about where the seed is to about where the plant meets ground level, we're looking at 1 to 3/4 to 2 inches planting depth here. So that's just right in our wheelhouse where we want to be. The next thing we'll do is we will determine the growth stage of this plant. So right here is our first leaf. So for each leaf collar that we have a vegetative growth stage. So this will be leaf 1, this is 2, this one's 3, this one here is 4, and then this leaf collar right here is going to be leaf 5. So because of this defined leaf collar right here, we are calling this a V5 plant. So there are a couple different things that happen at the V5 growth stage that are very important. The first is that the growing point emerges from the ground. So somewhere right in here, our growing point is emerging from the ground, and that basically means that this plant is now subject to plant death due to things that happen negatively above ground. Think of hail, insect damage, or deer damage, groundhog, stuff like that. So once this gets exposed, this growing point gets exposed, it's much more apt to be injured and have a fatal injury, really. The second thing that happens at the V5 growth stage is that our plant goes, or it begins to determine the rows around that it's going to have, so the girth of its ear. So really at the V5 growth stage, we want the plant to be as happy and as healthy as possible. That way it sets more rows around. Rows around is the biggest determining factor in yield, even greater than row length. So by having more rows around, we're really helping our yield. So just some last notes. We have some good roots here. You can see a lot of root hairs, which do the lion's share of our nutrient uptake, so that's good to see. And so overall here we have a healthy plant at V5, and yeah, we're on our way here in Central Ohio. With that, that's been this week's edition of the Golden Harvest Agronomy Minute. Stay tuned for next week's edition.